Zenitsu, a character you wouldn't normally associate with locking in, just did the unthinkable. Spoilers for Demon Slayer Infinity Castle. The crybaby Zenitsu used to know is gone. My man is locked in. Starting from even before the movie, we get a good look at everybody warring, then the camera pans to Zenitsu with a look in his face that makes you wonder if this is even the same guy. Well, I'll tell you what. This might not be. I reviewed the movie without spoilers, but I just can't not talk about this movie. So we're gonna get right into the Zenitsu versus Kaigaku fight. But obviously I can't show clips from the movie, but this fight starts with Zenitsu calling out Kaigaku for hiding, and then we see the sad truth. Kaigaku is an upper rank demon. Zenitsu then starts shit-talking him in the most badass way possible, calling him a stopgap for the bottom tier of upper rank. Then we get the sad truth of what the letter said to Zenitsu. His mentor, no, more like his Gramps had passed away because one of his successors became a demon. But no. He didn't die in some normal way. He suffered. It was slow, and he was alone. A tragic death to anybody's life, which Kagaku just laughs at and doesn't really seem to care. In fact, he was relieved that he had such an ending, all because he had to share being a successor. Zenitsu snaps and says, "If I'm trash, then you're garbage. I could only use the first breath, and you could use all but the first breath." Gramps died a miserable death because he wasn't even lucky enough to have a proper successor. Then they both draw blades at each other. With the quick pause, we see that the only one who landed an attack was indeed Zenitsu, replying with "too slow, trash." Kengaku then acknowledges Zenitsu for his speed, even stating that he's moving like a completely different person. We then see the two clash once more, Kaigaku using 5 straight attacks with just one movement. We then see Kaigaku spamming attacks, with Zenitsu looking like he's still holding back, just taking these attacks from Kaigaku that burn and spread into your skin. Zenitsu then thinks back on why Kaigaku can't be happy. It's like his box of happiness had a hole in it. Zenitsu then apologized to Gramps, saying this is where we part ways. Zenitsu then gets into a stance apologizing to people, and with what's left of his energy, he uses a technique that no one has even seen. 7th form Flaming Thunder God, which he lands, taking Kaigaku's head clean off. With that one move being so fast, Kaigaku couldn't even react. Kaigaku's enraged that Gramp was keeping favorites all along, until it's revealed that Zenitsu came up with this form on his own. Kaigaku then celebrates that he won't be the only one dying, as Zenitsu has no energy to catch himself from this fall, until we hear a voice from the GOAT, Yushiro. "Those who don't give to others will never receive anything back from them, just like those who only desire will end up with nothing. Dying alone sure is pathetic." Yushiro then saves Zenitsu. We then see a flashback of Zenitsu talking to Gramps, thanking him for everything, breaking down in tears, because in his eyes, he was a terrible student. Then Gramps breaks into tears as well, saying, "You are my pride and joy."